Welcome to Bible Growth Quiz, where we help you to grow in biblical knowledge with easy, medium and hard Bible questions and answers. In this quiz video we will be testing how well you know the Book of Esther. Hopefully, you will learn more about it and be inspired to read your Bible more. All Bible readings are from the New King James Version. Click the like button, don't forget to comment and share your score. Subscribe and click the notification bell to get more inspiring videos like this. Question 1. Who was the queen before Esther? A. Aresh. B. Vashti. C. Ashtoreth. The correct answer is B. And Esther 2 verse 17 says, "The king loved Esther more than all the other women, and she obtained grace and favor in his sight more than all the virgins. So he set the royal crown upon her head and made her queen instead of Vashti." Question 2. Who was Esther's cousin who raised her? A. Mordecai. B. Haman. C. Ahasuerus. The correct answer is A. And Esther 2 verse 7 says, "And Mordecai had brought up Hadassah," that is, Esther, "his uncle's daughter, for she had neither father nor mother." The young woman was lovely and beautiful. When her father and mother died, Mordecai took her as his own daughter. Question 3. What is the historical significance of the Book of Esther in terms of its place in the Bible? A. It is the last book in the Old Testament. B. It is the only book in the Bible not to mention the name of God. C. It is the first book in the New Testament. The correct answer is B. It is the only book in the Bible not to mention the name of God. Question 4. What was the name of the king who chose Esther as his queen? A. Ahab. B. Ahasuerus. C. Nebuchadnezzar. The correct answer is B. And Esther 2 verse 17 says, "In those days when King Ahasuerus sat on the throne of his kingdom, which was in Shushan the citadel." Question 5. What does the term Ahasuerus mean in Persian? A. Gods of gods. B. Great warrior. C. Lion king. The correct answer is C. Lion king. Question 6. Who plotted to kill all the Jews in the kingdom? A. Mordecai. B. Ahasuerus. C. Haman. The correct answer is C. And Esther 3 verse 6 says, "But he disdained to lay hands on Mordecai alone, for they had told him of the people of Mordecai instead." Haman sought to destroy all the Jews who were throughout the whole kingdom of Ahasuerus, the people of Mordecai. Question 7. How did Esther prevent the plot against the Jews? A. By praying. B. By revealing the plot to the king. C. By having a feast for the king and Haman. The correct answer is B. By revealing the plot to the king. Question 8. What was the punishment for Haman's plot against the Jews? A. He was exiled. B. He was stoned. C. He was hanged. The correct answer is C. And Esther 7 verse 10 says, "So they hanged Haman on the gallows that he had prepared for Mordecai, then the king's wrath subsided." Question 9. What feast was established to remember the deliverance of the Jews? A. Passover. B. Pentecost. C. Purim. The correct answer is C. And Esther 9 verse 26 says, "So they called these days Purim, after the name Pur, therefore, because of all the words of this letter, what they had seen concerning this matter, and what had happened to them." Question 10. Who replaced Haman as the king's advisor? A. Mordecai. B. Haman's brother. C. The king's wise man. The correct answer is A. And Esther 8 verse 2 says, "So the king took off his signet ring, which he had taken from Haman, and gave it to Mordecai, and Esther appointed Mordecai over the house of Haman." Click the like button, don't forget to comment and share your score. Subscribe and click the notification bell to get more inspiring videos like this. Question 11. What is the meaning of the name Esther? A. Star. B. Queen. C. Beautiful. The correct answer is A. Star. Question 12. What was the reaction of the king when he learned of Haman's plot against the Jews? A. He doubted. B. He was angry. C. He was afraid. The correct answer is B. And Esther 7 verse 7 says, "Then the king arose in his wrath from the banquet of wine and went into the palace garden, but Haman stood before Queen Esther, pleading for his life, for he saw that evil was determined against him by the king." Question 13. What did Mordecai refuse to do that enraged Haman? A. Bow to him. B. Serve him. C. Praise him. The correct answer is A. And Esther 3 verse 2 says, "And all the king's servants who were within the king's gate bowed and paid homage to Haman, for so the king had commanded concerning him. But Mordecai would not bow or pay homage. Question 14. How did Esther react when she first heard of Haman's plot? A. She was pleased. B. She was worried. C. She was angry. The correct answer is B. And Esther 4 verse 4 says, So Esther's maids and eunuchs came and told her. And the queen was deeply distressed. Then she sent garments to clothe Mordecai and take his sackcloth away from him. But he would not accept them. Question 15. What did Mordecai wear when he heard of Haman's plot? A. An old coat. B. Sackcloth and ashes. C. A white garment. The correct answer is B. And Esther 4 verse 1 says, When Mordecai learned all that had happened, he tore his clothes and put on sackcloth and ashes, and went out into the midst of the city. He cried out with a loud and bitter cry. Question 16. Who suggested to Haman to build a gallows for Mordecai? A. His wife, Zeresh. B. His best friend. C. His brothers. The correct answer is A. And Esther 5 verse 14 says, Then his wife Zeresh and all his friends said to him, Let a gallows be made, 50 cubits high, and in the morning suggest to the king that Mordecai be hanged on it, then go merrily with the king to the banquet, and the thing pleased Haman. So he had the gallows made. Question 17. Who was honored by the king for uncovering a plot against him? A. Haman. B. Mordecai. C. The king's servant. The correct answer is B. And Esther 6 verse 3 says, Then the king said, What honor or dignity has been bestowed on Mordecai for this? And the king's servants who attended him said, Nothing has been done for him. Question 18. What did the king do when he discovered Haman's plot against the Jews? A. He promoted Haman. B. He had Haman hanged. C. He banished Haman. The correct answer is B. And Esther 7 verse 10 says, So they hanged Haman on the gallows that he had prepared for Mordecai. Then the king's wrath subsided. Question 19. What is the historical significance of the name Ahasuerus? A. It is the Hebrew name for King Xerxes. B. It is the Greek name for King Xerxes. C. It is the Persian name for King Xerxes. The correct answer is B. It is the Greek name for King Xerxes. Question 20. What did the king give to Mordecai after Haman's death? A. The royal signet ring. B. A new house. C. A new position. The correct answer is A. And Esther 8 verse 2 says, "So the king took off his signet ring, which he had taken from Haman, and gave it to Mordecai. And Esther appointed Mordecai over the house of Haman." Question 21. What did Mordecai become after Haman's death? A. The king. B. The queen's advisor. C. The prime minister. The correct answer is C. And Esther 10 verse 3 says, "For Mordecai the Jew was second to King Ahasuerus, and was great among the Jews and well received by the multitude of his brethren, seeking the good of his people and speaking peace to all his countrymen." Thank you for taking this quiz. How many questions did you get correctly? Please comment below. Like and subscribe. See you in the next video.